everyone, I'm Malou from Plant by Lulu and welcome on my channel. Today I am going to do some plant maintenance. So this is my biggest Philodendron White Princess, and this whole leaf was white and melted away, so I'm going to remove that. And this one has like browning, and I'm going to try to remove that also. I don't know if you can see it, but this one also has browning. But it's hard to see because it's not really like crispy browning. It's more like kind of a beige color. So that leaf is gone, and this is now cut in half. I'm also debating if I have to remove this one, but I think if it's not like crispy brown, it will be fine. And this is the newest leaf, and I'm really happy with this cutting. This white princess had lost almost all variegation, and so I chopped him up, and I have 4 cuttings. All of them have more variegation than they had, but this one has the most. So I hope I will see great variegation in the future. So this one is already quite big, and this was, I think, yeah, this was the top cutting I took when I chopped him up. And as you can see, the lower leaves are just crisping, and so I am going to chop that up. And also, I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm going to repot this one because I have found a cash bowl where I can put him. He is quite big already, and I think this is the largest leaf. If we do a head test, oh my god, this is the largest leaf. But these are the recent leaves, and these already have quite a large section of variegation. And this is the newest leaf, and I really like, he is so much maturing, and I really like the look of it. I think I have to put him on a larger stake, and I think I'm going to repot, but not now. Today is just maintenance. So when I chopped him, I had a lot of cuttings, and I gave some away, and I kept one cutting, and that is this one, and it turned into a vine, and it has a lot of white, and I don't really like that. If you know me a little bit, I like the balanced leaves, like the leaves with like multiple smaller sectorial sections, and with a lot of like a little bit of a tie, like speckled and not thick, but I hope you get what I mean. This one has in every leaf half moon and then more. So this is half moon, and this is more. This is a little bit more. This is a little bit more. This is a little bit more. And for me, it's too much white. I also see like the stem, I don't know if you can see, but it has like so much white in it. I'm not liking it like this. Also, it looks like a little bit silly to only have one strand. So I'm going to chop him up, and I will see if he will root and what new growth will be like. I hope he will produce more green, because I really also like the vining hanging aesthetic. So I'm going to use for the first time my gardenia shears, and I'm so excited to use these because it's like chop chop. Oh my god, it was so cool. Okay, sorry. I never used these shears, so I think I'm very excited. And I will chop the top off because now I know what is below and what is up. And you know, a lot of people will say about this, like, don't do it. I don't know why I did that voice. However, I'm not enjoying this anymore, and I just want to be able to enjoy the plant as I want it. So I will leave these 4 leaves because those 2 were the 2 older leaves from this cutting, and those 2, like, this is the only node from like the new growth of the cutting. The node where the growth already came from, I think, can't produce any more new growth, so I will just leave this node on it to produce another strand and more growth. Okay, so there are 3 more plants, all which I am going to cut off, and I will start with my Philodendron Mame. It's looking a little bit sad. I think I rerouted it and repotted him in the spring, and he just grew this leaf and another leaf, but that turned yellow. However, he is not happy and he is not growing well. So I'm going to snip off the top. So. And then remove this one. And now I can put him in water. Okay. And I will do the same with my Philodendron Pastisanum because this one is just not happy and I don't know why. I think I will chop this one right here because he got a new leaf on the way and I think he's very fragile. I will chop him here. And for now I will leave the base in the soil because then they will have a chance to grow new growth. So the last one is my Aglaonema split milk, and oh, it looks fine like this camera, but he's very yellow. I hope you can see. Oh yes, this leaf. No, it's more yellow in real life, but this leaf is yellowing. This variegated leaf is yellowing. Even like one of the newest leaves, there's yellow in it. I don't know if it's like if you can see it, but even in this leaf there is yellow in it. So the top is not doing really well, and then he got 3 pups and they all like doing well and are getting more and more variegation, and I want to give them a real chance. So what I'm going to do is chop off the mother plant and then repot the smaller plants in one pot and then see what the big stem will do, if it will produce new growth. So that's a whole nother project. So first I will chop off the top. The thing also is there are no pests, so I really don't know what triggered like the yellow, but okay, so now I'm left with this, and I don't know. Do you see like the difference between this like whitish green and this yellowish green? Like that's the difference between the mother plant and the new pups. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I just don't like the yellow. He looks sick, and I haven't given him like fertilizer, so it's not as if he is missing food, but I don't know. I'm going to remove this. Ooh, look at those roots. They're great roots. Okay, so they're not separated from the stem. I think they're on the stem because if I pull, it's not moving at the base. So I think I will put him back. He has a lot of room left to grow roots, but I think what I'm going to do is cut the base a lot lower. See what the base will do with this leaf. I'm very curious if it will grow new growth, like, you know. And I will just cut him like right at the bottom because I don't know if you can see, but he has almost no variegation, the stem. The variegation begins only here at the top. So I will cut this. I think, what's a fair amount? Here. Like this. So this is another cutting. And then I'm debating on leaving the stick like this or cutting him more. Because at this point there is no variegation on the base. And maybe I will leave him like this. That gives him also space and room to grow 2 new growth points if he wants to. But yeah, now this is what is left. And there are 3 like separate plants in here now, like 4 but 3 with leaves, and this one is the newest leaf of one cutting and it's so beautiful. This is another cutting and this is also like great variegation. It's not much but it's just great. And then this is the last cutting and this is also great variegation. What I noticed in the lower leaves is that the creamy white variegation will be light green and it will like look like light green, dark green. However, the higher the variegation, the newer variegation, the wider the variegation, and it does not change over time. So I think maybe this variegation is that light green because when the plant was big there was like a little bit of shadow, so maybe he had to like produce more green. So that's this plant. Last thing I will do now is put all the cuttings I took in water. Here, water. This is it. This is how it looks. So this is the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the subscribe and the like button. And maybe for a future video, I want to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions or any like concerns or comments, you can leave them down below in the comment section. And I will see you in the next video. Doei!